you're educating like the bosses, like the company.
If I'm talking to a tech company, I would have to have something that is relatable to it. We have so many examples where tech is harmful in different ways, not just from a racial length, but also disability. And so you have a historic context, and you have like, these are the people who are creating everything that we use. And then everyone who's in a high position in tech is white and male. But they're supposed to create something that works for me as a Black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if they don't use the samples with people like me, they will end up creating the racist soap.
Yeah, without wanting to do that.
Yes.
But they just end up doing it.
Yeah. But that is racism, because it's built into the system.
Your company is Inclusive Iceland.
Correct.
And it's about inclusion, not just racism. It's also LGBT. I cannot even say the full name. I don't know it all.
You can just say queer.
Queer?
Yeah, queer people. But you can also say LGBTQ.
LGBTQ, but now it's more.
Yes.
Now it's not just LGBTQ. That's where I was stopping. Like, okay, so if I go Q, then I should do plus something.
Yes.
It's so interesting. But you mentioned also disabilities.
Yeah.
So because inclusion is not just race, it's
actually,
not just foreign.
The word inclusion and that the system of inclusion came from people with disability. It's their word, it's their design. And what for them it was like, we have built a whole world without thinking about them. But almost everyone will experience disability at one point or another. Whether you'll break your leg, you'll grow old,
back
you
pain.
might lose your eyesight. And then now what we talk about, like and this started just in school, and things they were asking for, and actually not that, it's just human rights. So like, the trolleys and the what you call it, like just like the doors, how things are designed, for someone with disability, when they see it, they think about it. You just walk through the door without thinking about it.
And normally with my right hand.
Yeah. But then when we design for them, we design for everyone. It's just now when you think about like your AirPods, they were not designed for us. They were designed for convenience for people with disability. But now we're all enjoying it.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. You
and
see?
Also, like, they say like iPhones are the most user-friendly for people with disability, but they're also more expensive. But, there's so many things that we do there that we think it's for our convenience. But they're actually tested first by people with disability because they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, it's just like extra convenience.
Yeah. But that's so
But then
great
when you think about it, like if you break your leg today and then you have to go somewhere and it's all like stairs or there's no accessibility, then you're excluding people, And now when you think about it, it's when you're designing something today, you have to have disability in mind. Yeah.
Well, but this is key. So we have to have disability in mind.
Your access, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Access, immigration, gender, color or race, culture.
Yeah.
It's so much. It's a lot. I think I just hire you and you take care of it.
No. You can also think about it like this. If you think of Iceland as this gender paradise, it makes sense because in 1975, when they're all walking out of the office, majority of them were all just Icelandic. Yeah. And my concept is usually design in things. Like things are not like, it's usually not, it's easier to have something that helps everyone than try to add more components later. For an Icelandic system, it would make sense because immigration started coming on later. But it happened also really fast, but it didn't happen like all at once. So the design system here, if you think that, okay, we the system worked for Icelandic women for a really long time. But then now when you start to look at other statistics, like who are the most women who are suffering gender violence, you see that the statistics start coming up. So now instead of thinking about it like, oh, these are all different things, it's just one thing. I think race and LGBTQ are not different things, because we have Black people who are queer, and you might have Black people who are they're queer and they have a disability. So when you work on one and not the other, you're still leaving people out. Yeah. And when you think about it, it's actually not that much. They're not that much. It's just like the system, when you have specialists who understand this, you're working towards one goal. But then when you have people who are in these positions who will never look like me, then you're continuing with the same system.
I have this very specific question about identity and acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
You have been living in Iceland, in Europe, for very long.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning there are things that you are already living from your own.
Yeah.
Like your own identity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I really don't know how to put this. It's not your old identity, because all of this is what have created who you are.
Yeah.
But what is this something that you refuse to leave behind? Something that you refuse from your old you, because it's not a culture that was around you, but it's who you were before you came.
I want to say my food.
You're sharing that with your kids?
Yeah. With my kids, like if I'm gonna have a party, there's usually like some Kenyan dishes always.
Mention some.
Ooh, I would say I make the best beans.
The best beans.
Bean stew, yeah.
Oh, is that a Kenyan thing?
Beans. And again, because I mentioned we have very different ethnicities, you'll get different meals depending on where you're from. Like I would say, like where my parents would be from, we eat more fish. So we'll have more tilapia, fresh.
I love tilapia.
Yeah,
fish.
Me too. Yeah. So I think food, yeah, I would say. But the thing about also coming from home and being a colonized country, we have elements of colonization that we don't know of. So you come here and you start unlearning them yourself. Things like hair, like all through school, I had straightened hair.
Oh.
Yeah.